Okay, we are back to our Zaner Blows Your Handwriting workbook. So let's open to page 132. We're going to introduce the uppercase cursive G as in good. All right, slange our paper. Let's turn it so the bottom left corner of the page makes an arrow that goes directly towards the middle of our stomach. Or I always say our belt buckle. Don't know why, I just like the way it sounds. Okay, and of course for your left handers, you want it to go towards your left elbow. Right there. So you need to practice that. When I say pull down to your belt buckle, you need to blurt me out and say pull down to your left elbow. You need to be responsible for that. All right, so we're going to touch down as our beginning point at the baseline. See the little tiny little gray dot? Touch down at the baseline. We're going to undercurve to the headline, hook, stop, think. Now we're not going to think about where our belt buckle goes because we're going to make a loop here. Make a loop at the midline and then do an undercurve. But we're not going to go all the way to the headline. We're going to stop halfway between the midline and the headline. And we'll retrace, come down, we'll make a bird's tummy. And we'll take it all the way up to the midline. And then we'll do a undercurve or a swinging bridge. So this is similar in this part right here, but all of this starting point is pretty brand new. I'm gonna look back and see that swinging bridge or that boat looking hook, and I see one in the eye. See it right there in the eye. I see it in the, I think I remember we did the T. The T has it. The F has it. And I don't know how far back, but I think there was one more. Maybe not. We are going to do the S tomorrow. It has it. So there are several letters that end with that little swinging bridge. That looks like a boat. A scoop. So let's touch down at the baseline. Let me get my paper slammed properly. Now that I mess things up. And undercurve to the headlines, hook, stop, think, make a loop that goes to the midline, and undercurve halfway between the midline and the headline, stop, think, pull down, not straight as a ruler, but a bird's tummy to the baseline, undercurve to the midline, undercurve, pick up, and stop. Touch down and undercurve and loop and undercurve and stop and retrace in bird's tummy and undercurve and scoop, pick up and stop. Notice that when we're going to use the capital letter as a beginning letter, the capital G is a beginning letter for a whole word, like Gloria, Greg. Of course, this is going to be the most often time to use it as a capital because they're names, but you would also use it if it's just the first word in a sentence. Like go or get. So we will use this often, but notice it does not connect. That swinging bridge, that boat scoop that we have on so many uppercase letters usually does not connect. Now, does it ever connect? Some people do it like this. You may see some people do it like this. Is that wrong? No. It's actually just as right as this. But our book is doing it this way, and I think this is a little easier. You are free to do some practicing of both types Decide which one you like better. Which one you think is easier. Or which one you think is prettier. Notice I goofed right here. This should have gone in a little bit more. Don't you agree? We try not to go back and fix things afterwards. But I wanted you to know I do make mistakes. It takes practice, and it takes, sometimes no matter how much experience we have, we just don't always make perfect letters. Down here, the I does not connect. So I'm going to let you go ahead and practice the rest of this line. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this line. Take your time. You can make more, but don't crowd them. Keep going until you make some you love. Put a star over the ones you love. Put a sad face over the ones you don't. This is practice time. So don't be upset when you make ones you don't like. Just keep practicing. Bye.